Alrighty, so the trailer for the second season of Fallout is here. One of the main appeals to me with this second season is Macaulay Culkin, bro. I think I'm very excited to see him joining this show. I think that's a fun idea, man. I really like that idea. How it's gonna go, who knows? Legend. What an absolute legend, bro. So I think it's cool to see him back, and hopefully he shines through in this show right here, man. Obviously, a lot of excitement coming out of this first season. I think when I hear people's opinion on the first season of the show, it's actually like an extremely mixed bag. I think that's for the most case with a lot of shows, it's a mixed bag, but there's definitely a lot of mixed bags on people's feeling on this show. But love it, hate it, this show became absolutely massive, man. So I'm excited overall to get into the second season right here. So let's jump into the trailer and let's just yap after, bro.
So I've seen a lot of things.
Many a tear have to fall.
Crazy things.
But it's all
Unnatural things.
in the game.
But good people? No.
That girl I met.
All in the wonderful game.
I would be a good person too if I grew up in some cozy little impenetrable home. I would have to steal and stab and fib all the goddamn time just to get by.
What exactly is it you plan on doing once we find your daddy?
Gonna bring him to justice. So people know that how they conduct themselves matters. They don't give up hope.
The stuff we fight for? Story has it you used to believe in those things too.
I've been wastelanding for 200 years. I've kept myself alive for one reason. To find my family.
Well then, you're gonna need friends. There's a war coming.
I understand we're discussing a civil war. I must not have gotten my invitation.
Probably too busy doing the Eternals. Wasn't he in the Eternals? I think so. Is he?
Try again.
So this is Vegas, huh? I'd ask why my dad ran into a den of monsters, but he'd probably just tell me to shut the fudge up.
No, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that something that is wonderful about this show is definitely the visual aspect of it, and you can definitely see they're continuing doing that throughout this trailer right here, right? I feel like for a show like this, the world needs to feel lived in. It needs to feel torn apart, obviously, but that's a given, right? But like, you gotta really, really nail the visuals of a world like this for you to be captured and feel like a part of this world, if that makes sense, right? Like, and I really feel like they do that. I do think it's like a wonderful visual experience going through this world right here, and I think that I don't feel like this show reminds me too much of like many other. Obviously, like you can always compare shows to like, but as an overall, it's definitely got its own nice little twist right here. Obviously, so beloved of the games, and that's always such an interesting thing, right? Because you do a show based on the game, obviously it's never gonna be the game because you can't fucking do a game as a show. You gotta twist things up, turn a little bit around, and all that sort of stuff, man. But I feel like they do a really solid job with that. And from most people I hear, that's not like boring internet people that just hate on everything all day, every day, because, well, most boring internet people only hate on things. Like, you want to get views on the internet, make sure you hate on everything you watch, bro. Just hate, 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 hate. You'll get those views, man. But when I talk to people in mostly in real life, which, like, when I judge things, I judge by like people I know in real life that doesn't care about all this YouTube stuff and all this hating stuff. And I feel like it's a really beloved show as an overall, and a lot of people have good things to say about the show. They felt like it captured it, and I agree with that, man. I do think it captures you, and it does a really good job of keeping you intrigued and wanting this journey to go further. And you can definitely see that down the line, things can get even bigger, even crazier. And now that the first season was as successful as it was, the budget is only going to get higher. Things are only going to get crazier. Sometimes that's not necessarily a good thing, but for the most part, hopefully with the more money they have to spend on these shows, the bigger they can do those different types of things, man. So as an overall, I do think the show is really exciting. I think it has an exciting future. We will see a lot of shows start off really flipping good with the first season. Then you get into second season, and it's just all downhill from there. Hopefully, that's not going to happen to Fallout, man. But it seems like that's a really common case nowadays, where like everything just turns to shit the further you go. After that first season, something just happens, man. It's a weird thing where like it just is downhill, right? But hopefully, Fallout can be one of those shows that's going to continue the climb, get better, get more crazy, and just have a good, massive impact, man. Like, we need these giant impact shows, like a Stranger Things, where like everybody is just talking about it, man. And I feel like if Fallout plays their cards right, they can definitely get in that realm. It's not going to be a Stranger Things, doesn't have that appeal, but it definitely has an appeal to become something quite massive and just awesome, man. And as an overall, I'm just excited to see where they take this, man. Really freaking excited. So hopefully it's going to be good. Time will tell, but yeah. Overall, I'm really excited for this next season, and yeah, I'm crossing my fingers. It's going to be a good season, man, but we'll see.